Hello. 'Tis I, Captain Steve. Yeah, I'll get the right screen in the end. There we are. Hopefully you guys can all hear me out there in the viewerverse and everything is doing good. Awesome. And I hope you're all doing well and having a fantastic weekend. What's left of it. Yes. Hopefully Zane will be live a little bit later. Maybe we can raid him at the end of here. But here we go. Looking good. I'm just going to check my mic is okay. 1 second. Yep. It all sounds good, sounds gravy, baby. Lovely jubbly. Right, so this is going to be community news and spotlight and also a little bit of No Man's Sky news. It is very skimpy on the No Man's Sky news. Bit cheeky of me put it in my title, to be honest. But however, I can give you what's out there that I have found, and it's not much. It's over on the Twitterverse. So let's go on to my podcast mode. There we are. And if I jump over to here... Well, actually, I've got a bit of news on this site. So yeah, if you're currently doing an expedition for the Emergence, it ends extremely soon. It ends on the 19th of January. So where does that take us into the week? 19th. Oh, I really don't like the new calendar in Windows whatever. You know, this is Windows 11, isn't it now? No, here we go. There's my calendar. Right, that took me a while to spot that bloody thing, didn't it? Right, so the 19th is just there, isn't it? Fantastic. So that's numbers there. Wednesday of next week. So normally they give us like 24 hours for the actual, the save to convert and that. So yeah, maybe the 20th. It's going to be completely over. Now they have given us expeditions back to back. It's been very quiet on the old news front in way of sort of suggestions of what might be coming into the verse. So it's a bit of an oddity, isn't it? So we've got that there anyhow. So there we go. I'm wondering whether we might get another expedition is what I was thinking. But being that it's a Thursday, quite close to a weekend, I don't think it will. I don't think anything's going to happen on the 20th or the 21st. I think if anything it may happen towards maybe the 25th. However, Beeblebum, he has actually posted in his idea, and he's going for the 22nd, I think, the 22nd of February. So it's like 22/02/2022. A little bit of a pattern. It's like those reoccurring number sequences we get in these sort of manufacturing facilities or whatever they are, isn't it? Those patterns that we have to do. Right, anyway, let's get rid of that. I'm going to look at those notifications later. It looks like I've got to upgrade my Windows Defender or something. But anyway, that's coming to an end, people. So that's kind of interesting. So there is that. And also on the Twitterverse. So if I go and find our good friend Sean of the Murrays. Sean Murray. Cool. There he is. That's John Murray. And he's been putting up quite a lot of images just lately. So, and a lot of them are this portrait format. Now, whenever they're going to hit up a new expedition, Expedition 5, yeah. So Expedition 5, maybe they're looking for a new tile image for the front screen. They usually do it in this sort of portrait format, and a lot of the images that he's putting out look quite combat related. I mean, that'd be freaking awesome. If that turned out to be Expedition 5, I would look forward to that expedition perhaps. However, what I would say is normally if they are looking for an image, you would see the likes of Tim Woolley hit people up and say, is it okay if we use your image? We'll have a look at Tim Woolley's feed in a bit, but I haven't seen him do that unless he's now DMing people rather than put it in the public sort of domain because he knows that people find it. So let's carry on going down. I mean, that one's not portrait format. That one you could kind of just crop that there, couldn't you? That'd be quite cool. But this one's portrait, that'd be quite cool as well for a tile, wouldn't it? So he has picked up on quite a few of these. Oh, the old PSP. Wow! I think I've got one of those in my drawer over there. That's quite nice, but yeah, he wouldn't be able to crop that. But he's putting up a lot of images. He's been fairly busy on the old Twitterverse as Sean Murray. Oh, something I haven't checked yet is how Hello Games is doing on Company House. Let's go do that. Hello Games, Company House. Let's see if they've actually surrendered in their tax returns or if anything's actually appeared as yet. So if I just go to overview, this will give me an idea. Oh, hold on. It doesn't say overdue. So does that mean they've submitted it? Okay, let's go into filing history. Let's have a quick look, see. Full accounts, 28 pages, October 2020. January the 10th, 2022. They put this in. All right, well, let's have a quick look at what we've got then. Brilliant. Okay, so we have got some news, people. There we go. Let's go through this. Let's see if we can find anything in here that gives us any indication of what they might have been up to, or whether it mentions their new IP. No Man's Sky had a significant year on growth, driven by new content releases in the financial year, including the introduction of crossplay and launching next-generation platforms. This, along with expanding our digital distribution partners, lead to a strong growth from the prior year. During the financial year, Hello's Games also successfully released The Last Campfire, which generated significant new sales for the year. Let me make this nice and big for you guys so you can see what I can see. There we are. Okay. Brilliant. So we've got all sorts of here. So this is going from 19 to 20, which is okay. A little odd that we've only got up to October 20. And it should be to 2021, shouldn't it? Not 20. But this was submitted just in January of 2022. So I don't know whether they've ballsed up and put the wrong dates in here or something. Okay, well, let's just carry on down here. The impact of COVID-19 on the UK global economies, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no mention of a new IP. Nothing outside of what we was hoping to see. The company is mitigating the risk by investing in development of new content and enhancing our existing titles to maintain the market presence during the creation of new titles. So they are looking at creating new titles. It is mentioned there. But do they give it a name? No, they don't. No, they don't. But it is hinted that they are working on a new title. So that's kind of interesting. The thing is Jan 22nd would be a bad day to release because a new Rainbow Six Extraction comes out on the 20th. Fair enough, Dread Souls. That's a good shout. There's games coming out every month that are big. You've got Horizon West or whatever it is that comes out in February. Then you've got Elden Ring in March. So there's big titles coming out pretty much every month. So I don't think anything massive will happen first quarter. But then there's going to be big titles happening every month throughout the year, So who knows? Hello Games continues to develop and release new content for No Man's Sky while simultaneously developing new titles. So it does even mention it there as well. Okay. Sovereign Champion, diddly-dum. The director, diddly-diddly-dee. I'm just sort of skim reading, seeing if I can find anything that sort of jumps out and says yes, here we go. But we haven't got anything here. No. Director, diddly-dee. Nothing there. Sweet. So far, diddly-dee-dee-dee. Sorry, I only just thought to check this to see if it was there. But there you go. The 7th of January, 2022, by Sean Murray, the director. So this is supposed to be quoting from, the year 2020 to the year 2021, but I don't know what's going on here. For the financial year of October 2020, but it should be financial year ending 2021. It's a little bit odd. It almost seems to be a repeat of the same one that they submitted the previous year. So that's a little unusual. Let's jump back a bit for a second and let's just have a look and see if they have just gone and freaking submitted the same one as they submitted previous year. So that's that one for the year 2020. But then if I scroll down, if I look for the other 28-pager, oh, there it is, there. October 1919. So maybe they do things a year in arrears? Really odd. But I don't see any mention of their new IP. But they have confirmed that they're working on new titles. So there is that. So we know now that they are splitting their team to work on this new title. What that split is anyone's guess. Is it a 50-50 split? Or are they just leaving a few people on No Man's Sky and everybody's over on the new project? We don't know. There's nothing to sort of suggest anything other than what we can glean from that, which isn't too much. Apart from it looks like they're doing fairly good, to be fair. I mean, let's go back into that PDF for a second. And let me zoom back in. And let's scroll back down to where we got to. So, I only got to page... A lot of this, after you get past around about page 4, it all goes into their financial sort of situation. So there's not much in here when it comes to new project. Let me just do a Control F and put in project. And let's see what comes back. No. Let's put in the word new then. Nothing. Okay, brilliant. Fantastic. This... it's not actually picking out text. That's my problem, I believe. So I'm not actually picking it out as text at the moment. Okay. It seems to be a static sort of copy of a photocopy or something. It seems to be an image. But there we go. Companies Act. Dilly-dum. January 2022. So it's all submitted now, but you can see where they are. End of financial year. Okay, that's a little bit worrying, isn't it? So 2019, 18. And now they've ended up on 6. So this is hundreds of thousands, though, people. Hundreds of thousands, not just thousands. It's in hundreds of thousands. You can see up there, you got the triple O. So that's 600,000. Okay? And that's like, what, 180,000 or something. I don't know. I'm not very good at working out zeros, people. My bank account has never looked that healthy. So, yeah, there we are. Elden Ring is February? Serious? I thought it was March. Hello there, KJ. Welcome. Hello, Ascended Leaf. Hello, everybody that's there and people that I've missed. I've been so engrossed into watching this, I haven't really been keeping up with the old chatteroony, have I? But yeah, there's quite a lot going on here. Total equity. So that's not bad when you think about it, is it? See, that's actually a climb. So total equity has gone up. So the equity is actually better. So what do they talk about as being equity? Are they talking about their new IP? I don't know. I don't think so. So there's that, you know. And I think they're completely mortgage clear on their building too. So that's not too bad. So that also counts into the equity, I believe. But look at that. That is so close, isn't it? So there we go. Totals there. Nice. So they're still healthy. They're still healthy when it comes to profit, equity, and everything else that's going on. They're still a healthy sort of business. But you can see that there was that sort of little mini dip in gross overall profit. So I would like to think that they're going to be putting out their new IP or their new project at some stage just to push up their revenues. You would have thought anyway. Either that, or maybe they might be doing something different when it comes to how they put out updates. Are they going to be free forever? A lot of the updates that they have put out, they have been putting at the end, you know, we continue to do this for free, we keep updating it for free. And they've been putting that in to quite a lot of the updates. It's free, it's free, it's free. So who knows? It might not always be free. They might be paid DLC one day. And you know what? I don't overly care. I would happily pay if it was decent DLC. Heck yes. Right, okay, awesome. There we go. Land and building leasehold. Oh, okay. Leasehold. Their building is a leasehold. 20% straight line. I did see that they haven't got no tangible mortgage on property, but it looks like they're leasing the vehicles and building. So, yeah. Pretty cool. But they're doing good financially, and hopefully they're hinted that they're working on something new. So let's just hope that this is the year that we hear some more about this new IP, this new thing that's coming out. Now, considering that No Man's Sky is listed on the AMD Fidelity page, that they're having some sort of graphic overhaul, and the talk of PlayStation VR 2, and such a good job that Hello Games done on No Man's Sky, bringing that to VR, I would like to hope that whatever new title that they're working on is also going to be VR compatible. That'd be freaking immense. I mean, you can kind of say that Hello Games have used No Man's Sky as their testing bed, and boy, have they come a long way from Joe Dangerous. I mean, I really love their, their whole sort of Last Campfire. I mean, that wasn't VR, but they could have made that VR in the same way as Moss was VR, you know, where you're looking down on it. That could have been quite nice, but they didn't. So just because Hello Games made such a good crack of No Man's Sky in VR doesn't mean that their new title will be VR. It's just sort of me saying it'd be nice if it was, because they didn't do it with the Last Campfire, which they could have. Heck yes, they could have. In fact, that'd be awesome if they did a VR update for it, wouldn't it? Heck yes, that'd breathe new life into that. Maybe they might. Who knows? There we go. Turnover of okay, brilliant. So you've got a lot of math here. For people that like math, we need to throw this over to Zane and say, Zane, you're good at numbers, my friend. Tell us what this means. Because I'm not the best at telling you what numbers mean, but I'm quite good at reading between the lines of what it might mean for them as a business and what they might be doing. But at the same time, I need to have a better read of this in my own time and then come back to you with another video like this next week to see if I've gleaned anything new. It might just be, you know what, everything that I said last week still stands. And, yeah, what I said last week is fine, but I just want to add X, Y, and Z. But there might not be anything that I have to actually add. Oh, look at this. Hello Labs is still dormant. Hello Development Limited, also dormant. And they both have one address. Now, their main headquarters is in Guildford, but they have another office. Where was it? It was near to where, Elite Dangerous's team is. It's near there. Can't remember whereabouts it is, but there's Dolphin House, their main registered area. But they did have a secondary address. But who knows what they've done with that secondary address now during all this time where people are remote working. But yeah, it does look like they've got other sort of names that they could actually move towards. Who knows? Maybe they'll grow into that in the future and they're just keeping those two business names dormant for now. But this is really good stuff. Pretty darn freaking awesome. Okay, cool. Shared-based payments. Okay, I didn't know they were doing shares in the company. That's interesting, isn't it? But maybe it's only to staff or employees. I don't know. I'm going to have to read that a bit better. But there we go. They've actually filed their end. They've done their end-of-year stuff. So I was saying, normally you would see this happen, and then shortly afterwards you would see a new release. Pretty much all of these have coincided. They've come out just before a large update has dropped. So this to me is a sign that perhaps now they're ready to go into a new financial green part of the year and maybe put out something a little bit bigger. A bigger update to springboard some green on their actual sheets for next year. So I'm thinking something might happen in the first quarter now, people. And that's my gut feeling. Gut feeling, joining my dots together. Maybe something larger will happen first quarter of this year. But then, at the same time, part of me thinks, well, if PSVR 2 releases first quarter, then that ups the chances even more. If AMD Fidelity comes into No Man's Sky as a graphical overhaul, then that ups it even more. We've also got the Station Override, which hasn't actually landed into the iteration yet. So there's still unfinished things. There's still loose ends that we have no rhyme or reason for. Like the myth beacons as well, like the animus beam, like the whole thing of making liquid sun. There's a few loose ends that still have no real reason to them, so it could mean quite a lot. Anyhow, let's go and have a look at Tim Woolley. Let's go see what Tim Woolley is putting up on the old Twitterverse. Let's go and hit up Tim Woolley. There we go. Good old Timmy Tim. Let's have a look what he's done. Okay. So he's retweeted this about the Arts Council. I'm just seeing whether he's actually asked anybody if they can nab one of their images to use. But like I say, he might be DMing people now, rather than actually just hitting them up on here. Who knows? Anyway, let's look out down this way. Oh, what's this one? Oh no, he just retweeted this. I don't think that would be an image. That looks a tad sort of dull. It's not going to grab people, I don't think, that one. But it's a good picture. It's a good picture. Sorry for calling your image dull. It just looks like a load of planes has flown over and left a load of contrails in the air. Yeah. Okay, let's carry on. Let's see if there's anything else. But it doesn't look like it's an expedition tile. It's not going to grab you and go, wow, I want to play that. Go on. Unless they're doing a relaxation expedition. But no, I'm not seeing too much going on here from Tim Woolley in what he actually is doing. No, there's no sort of asks, is there, to use people's images. Yeah, it's been a long time since he's done that. And there's one tile that they still haven't actually used yet in the expedition when they've said, can we use your image? But maybe they used it for something else, some sort of promotional material. But who knows? But yeah, I'm not seeing any sort of asks for that anyhow. So there we go. Awesome. Lovely jubbly. So nothing new from Tim Woolley. Now, a person that I hit up all the time for latest No Man's Sky news is the Procedural Traveller. Now, the Procedural Traveller, he's got an awesome Twitter space, and if there's anything coming out in the No Man's Sky news, he's usually the first person to jump all over it. It's freaking awesome. He's so quick with getting the news out there. So I would suggest following Mr. PT, the Procedural Traveller. There we go. Wonder what Hello Games have got cooked up for No Man's Sky in 2022. So this was on January 15th, which is yesterday. I hope you also get some new details about their new game this year too, which we've just been talking about. They first mentioned it back in 2019. A few snippets about what the game actually is. A teaser, screenshot, trailer would be nice. Totally agree. Thank you. Yes, I'm going to retweet that, Mr. PT. So yeah, hit up PT, because if he sniffs out a story inside of the verse, it's on his page, super duper lickety squid. It's there. So here we go. Hello Games, Sean Molly on the studio next gen. Okay, brilliant. This is the last time received. Okay, so it's just put out the last time they received news that they're working on a new IP. I actually retweeted this image out because I thought it was freaking awesome. Heck yes. So yeah, he's a great source of information, is PT. And that brings us smoothly over to this week's Community Spotlight. So let's go over onto here. So you can find this on my channel page, and I've got these little tabs across the top. And all you do, here you go, I'll show you from the home. So you would click Channels over there, and it just gives you one line here at the moment. But if you hit Channels I Watch the Most, it's going to expand. You're going to get a whole wall of them. And you can just hit subscribe. You're going to have the same sort of content that I'm seeing, and you're going to have loads to watch. It's freaking awesome. Yeah. Okay, what is that KJ saying? I'd like to see an update that cancels You're Almost There visor. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, well, could be kind of nice, I suppose. Yeah, I would like to see a massive overhaul, really, to the way that you find things. I know they introduced the sweep scanner, which was pretty cool. But, everything inside of the No Man's Sky verse is already named. We turn up and we start renaming stuff. It'd be nice if they didn't have names, it just said undiscovered and it had question marks and you put your name in. But it'd be nice if the more you discover in a system, the more valuable that system becomes. And maybe you can sell it off to Viking or the Gek or, what's the other guys? Viking, Gek, Korvax! Brain fart! Yes, maybe you can sell it off. So if you have discovered more flora there, maybe the Viking would pay... No, not the Viking. The Korvax would pay more. If you discovered more of the creatures, the Viking would pay more. More of the minerals and all that sort of goodness, the Gek, because they're more into mining. Yeah, so there's pros and cons of actually scanning the system. Anyhow, so last week I did Jason through to Survival Bob. If you want to see any of the reviews, or what I've got to say about any of these channels, they're not really reviews, I tell you why I like watching these channels. And I click on each of these channels and tell you what I like about them and what they're up to and stuff like that, and give you a little insight about their content. So if you want to see from Jason Plays to Survival Bob, hit up last week's episode and you can see it there in full. But for now, I'm going to be starting on Geeks Actively Making Entertainment, and we're going to try and make our way through to Alexiak. So here we go, Geeks Actively Making Entertainment. You know what, I can get rid of some of these tabs now, because we've done on those. So let's open up Geeks Actively Making Entertainment. Holding Control to open in a new tab. Geeks Actively Making Entertainment. Now these guys are freaking awesome. They're really, really cool. Dutch66 says, I always wondered who has already named stuff when we're apparently the person to discover it. Exactly, it's like the Atlas has named all this stuff and we come along as galactic renamers and just rename things. It's not like we're proper explorers in a word or a sense. We're just there to ratify and rename stuff. Are we the virus? Are we the things causing the 16-16-16? Who knows? But yeah, it would be nice if they changed it up a bit and actually made it feel like you're actually doing something to either help the Atlas, help the system, or gain something from it. Adam Mack says, I want a gun rack to hold more multi-tools. Adam Mack, I've often thought that. We've got a base part that you put on the wall that has multi-tools all over it. It'd be nice if you could shelve 4 and take 4 out with you, so you've got a total of 8 multi-tools. However, that said, there's not a lot to do with your multi-tools in-game right now anyway, other than mine. You don't really have to shoot things because a lot of the time they don't do too much damage to you. You just walk away from them, especially the Corrupted Sentinels, if you saw my previous episodes and things. In fact, I don't think I've put that video live yet. I'll put it live probably tomorrow, around lunchtime maybe. But yeah, I've done a ranty thing about Quicksilver missions. Anyhow, back to Geeks Actively Making Entertainment. Now, they cover up quite a lot. They do Star Citizen, and they do No Man's Sky stuff, but they do other things as well. Now, I really like their Next to Nothing seasons. So this is season 3. So I'm going to hit that up. I'm just going to play you. Actually, let's do main. We'll do season 3. Let's just play a part of this.
The Galactic Hub Superior Court is now in session. Judge Murray presiding.
Judge Murray.
Good morning, everyone. Looks like we have the people of the Euclid Galaxy versus Julius Prick.
Is this really happening?
Is this real? Your name is Julius Prick.
It's actually Preck.
Excuse me?
It's Preck. My name is Preck. Your Honor.
I think we should get started.
Your Honor, I would like to call Julius Preck to the stand. All right, Mr. Preck, allow me to recap your story so far. You were stationed as a janitor for the GHS Command.
Yes.
And the Command was harboring an illegal super soldier.
Anthony Ness.
And this...
Ness is my favourite character in this, but I do love Preck as well. Preck. It's Preck, not Prick. Preck, not Prick. It's freaking awesome. check it out, because this is season 3. So you want to try and find out why he's standing in a courtroom right now. And trust me, you're going to want to. Go through season 1 and go through all the seasons, because if you haven't watched it and you're looking for No Man's Sky content, I mean, come on. At the moment, No Man's Sky content, because there isn't much content coming out from Hello Games, it is kind of, even myself, I find myself repeating videos I've done before, but just adding nuances in there that are new to current iteration. So, yeah, check out these guys, because they're well worth a watch. They're freaking awesome. Check them out. Heck yes. So that's Geeks Actively Making Entertainment. However, that's not all they do. Like I mentioned, they've got all sorts on here. So they've got all sorts going on. Check them out, because check out this 1.77k subscribers. And you can probably tell how much work has gone into that one little mini section of video that I just showed you. These guys need a lot more love. They're freaking awesome. I can't rate them enough. I'm just surprised that they haven't blown up yet. Okay, right. We got Legacy Zero. Legacy Zero has been going for years, and Legacy Zero is a go-to place for critical No Man's Sky feedback and how he would like to see it improved. If you like my ideas videos, I would say Legacy Zero is a tad notch higher up on the scale, to be fair, because he goes at it from a critical gamer's sort of perspective. Does this bring fun? Could there be better elements of fun brought into how this is actually delivered? So if I pop into videos, he done a video just a little while ago that I really liked. This was his Ultimate No Man's Sky update wish list and features. And this is a must-watch video. It's freaking awesome. So here you go. Let me take out the time delivery stamp on here.
Players thought that something like this was going to be addressed in a
Let's just see if I can get that to...
For almost 30 years,
Oh, it's him.
for us to get our
Right,
independence
okay,
as a
cool.
country
I'm
back
hopefully
from
going to put it
Europe.
inside of the
And
live
we
chat in a
will
moment,
pass
so
the
you've got
5th
it.
year anniversary of No Man's Sky, and we are making it into a new year. It is time to revive the LZ and talk about our hopes and dreams for content and support from Hello Games for this beautiful project we love that's No Man's Sky. And let's talk about those hopes and dreams right now.
So what I love about Legacy Zero is before he delivers his critical sort of thinking or how he feels things can be enhanced, he always comes at it with, I love this project. This is a passionate project delivered by a passionate team. And yeah, his delivery is great. There we go.
My fellow travelers, you have survived the gauntlet that was the year 2021, and so happy that you did, and welcome back to the LZ. I'm thinking about you all and hope you all are well and safe. And once again, it's time to get together and talk about that one thing I know you and I love so much. With the new year comes a new No Man's Sky, an abundance of updates and support, and in this video I would like to get together and talk about 5 or 6 things that I would love to see from this game in the year 2022. Stay to the end when we have a really uncomfortable talk about a little topic that we should probably start thinking about. Now,
So, right, I'm going to play you his first one. Now, if you want to see the rest, I put a link in the video description. I want to say a massive, great big thank you to Marcel Barthez that just super chatted $5. Thanking you, Marcel Barthez. Salutamundo. Excellent. Thanking you. Thank you for your support. So here we go. Let's just listen to his first one, and you would see how he actually puts this across and his way of thinking and how he feels it could improve things if they changed it up a bit.
this list that I've come up with, probably not everything that you're all going to agree with, and some of you might have been on board since day one. Some of these things I will echo from previous years. In the interest of shamelessly begging, hoping that No Man's Sky creators Hello Games have seen this video or will see this video. But nonetheless, it is great discourse for a great community to have, so why don't we get into it? One of the first things that I wish and hope that Hello Games would pay attention to for content updates for No Man's Sky this year is ships. Now, it would be unfair to say that Hello Games haven't paid some level of attention to ships over the previous years for their content updates, but in most of those updates, ships have been more of a secondary thought to a more primary feature set with each update that did allow for ship advancement or ship growth. They increased the size of ships. They gave a couple of different more ships. There was one update that was completely dedicated to ships which was the Living Ship update, which is pretty interesting. Now, I do know that the community is largely split on how ships and a ship-directed update should be handled. For the large part, I know that most folks are either for ship customization or even ship building, or they aren't. Some say introducing a concept of ship customization or ship building would harm the RNG aspect of the game, and to
So yeah, Richard Stott, I agree. Yeah, you could do it from derelict freighter missions. How I feel it should be done is from the scrapping machine that he's at right now. I feel that if you want to actually get the ship parts, you scrap the ships that you want the parts from, and it gives you parts after you've scrapped it. So it would add blueprints for the wings, or for the cockpit, or for the engines. So you still have to go and hunt for the ships, then scrap them to build up your ship part catalogue. And then to build your ship, you're probably going to use nanites or something to reform the ship in the sort of construction that you want. So I'd like to be able to grab some wings from maybe, their haulers and stick them on the side of freighters, or not freighters, on the side of fighters. So how cool would it be to have the box engines either side on your freighter? Actually, it might look a bit janky, but it doesn't matter. It'd be like playing with Lego bricks. It'd be pretty darn sweet. That's how I kind of envisage it anyway, to make hybrid ships. That'd be freaking sweet.
Agree. I would agree. I don't think that it harms it in the way that a lot of people would suggest that it would. To me, the aspect of ship hunting is, well, okay, but I've never really been one to prey on luck and hope that luck brings me the optimal experience. To be fair to Hello Games, they have done things to help advance with the RNG, with the idea of growing ship rankings and inventory, which was definitely welcome. But
Now, there are some people that have been saying, and even I've said it may be the case, that this actual station core in the background, when you go over to it, it says flight path override in a roundabout way. So it says that it talks about flight paths. Maybe you can actually select the type of ship you want to fly in and the type of class. So you could say, I want an exotic to fly in, or I want that fighter and I want it in an S class. It flies in, and maybe you have to pay a little bit on top of the actual station override to get that to fly in. Could be something like that, who knows. Anyhow, I'll carry on playing this.
I'm being honest, those kinds of updates really left me wanting more, and I'm seeing a lot of potential with what we could do for ships. Now, I might have said this last year, but I feel like I have the perfect solution for the argument between whether we should have shipbuilding or not. And honestly, the best way that I would handle this would be to do the ship customization and shipbuilding through the RNG method, exactly like they did with bases. And that's pouring just a metric ton of ship assets into the game to just rebuild the randomization of these ships again. The Frontiers update was kind of a mixed bag for me. It was a little short on the sort of fanfare for what...
So there you go. He's kind of saying doing it as you do with the base parts, and maybe you dig up some data or something, take it up to the Nexus, and you can unlock all the ship parts and then build your ship as you would a base. Not a bad shout, to be honest. I think it'd be probably better, though, to actually pick up the ships, scrap them, get the scrap, and build the ship out of the scrap. That kind of makes sense to me, anyway. Florence Kibler, any bird eggs available? Florence, they actually take 24 hours to ingest. Well, to actually sort of, give birth to these frickin' eggs. So every single day around this time, well, it's about 7 p.m. that I've got to wait till, I've then got to load up my No Man's Sky, get an egg. And because we're doing this every Saturday as the egg giveaway, I should have about 6 eggs, roughly, on average, to give away on the Saturday, give or take 1 egg. So, yeah, I should have about 6. Meogi may have more than 6 because he's got ways to actually duplicate them. But we give them away every Saturday after we've done the bake-off. So watch the bake-off and then we'll fly to the Meogi's giveaway planet and we'll start giving away pet eggs. And we're hopefully going to be doing this probably up to the Easter, because Easter is, egg month, isn't it, really? So we might start doing them every single week. So don't worry if you miss a week. We may even do a big Easter one where we're there for a lot longer giving away eggs. I don't know. We'll see what we come up with. But anyhow, there you go. That's that. Yeah. Okay, right. So that's that channel. So I really like Legacy Zero. If you haven't seen Legacy Zero, hit him up. I was going to put his video link inside of the chat, wasn't I? So let's just try and do that quickly. Oh, look, there's my own video in my own wall. All right. Cool. Here you go. So Legacy 0. I'll just put LZ. There you are. That's that video in full if you want to watch all of his wish lists on what he wants to see. The guy's freaking awesome. I've liked LZ since I came into content creation. He was doing content way before myself, and he was one of the people that I came across. So the people that I grew up on when I came into No Man's Sky was there was game mode, but he's gone. Robot Boy, he's gone. L Plays doesn't make content now, but he's still about. L Plays, really good guy. And Zane. I used to watch Zane a lot as well. We'll get to Zane in a moment. I'm on Hawks Gaming. Hawks Gaming, the very next tile. This guy's a freaking legend. Right, okay, so let's hit up Hawks Gaming. Now, Hawks Gaming does quite a lot of No Man's Sky videos, and he also... What the fudge has happened to his channel? It looks like a massive, great big dip in views twice. He does like to remove older videos that didn't do so well. So perhaps he removed a load of videos just to sort of streamline his catalogue. It could be that. Anyhow, yeah, because that's the thing. A lot of people say to me, Captain Steve, why do you leave your videos up if they've been patched out? You know, like glitches and things like that. Or maybe a multi-tool that's no longer available. The reason being is because you get massive dips in your channel, in your view count. And I'm worried that it might stop the Google algorithm from, recommending you if there's a massive downturn in viewership all of a sudden. So there's that, so I just leave them there and I just change the title to say it's been patched. If you watch it, you watch it. If you don't, you don't. But if you remove it, sometimes you get these big sort of dips. But anyway, fantastic guy. Awesome videos, and yes, he does videos for No Man's Sky, which this is an awesome video that he's got right up there. We're going to click that one in a moment. But he also does Star Citizen, and he also does Elite Dangerous. So he covers all three of the main space exploration games that are out there right now that are making waves out there in the verse. So check him out. He's had a little bit of love loss with the whole Elite Dangerous. To do with Discord and moderators and other dramas. It's well worth watching that. I don't even play Elite Dangerous anymore, but it's interesting watching his take on the new Odyssey update. So yeah, give that a watch. I love his ship reviews. His ship reviews are really, really good. I don't even keep up with Elite Dangerous anymore, but I still watch those videos. They're pretty darn freaking sweet. Anyway, let's hit up this because this is a beginner's guide for Frontiers. So this is still relevant now, and it says all you need to know in 2022. I mean, yeah, we're only just started 2022. What the fudge?
I would really love to see these orgy parties.
No! Get off my screen.
Perfect beginner's guide.
How's that even an advert? You know what I mean? Orgy parties and things like that. Who's going to click on that as an advert? I have no idea what they were trying to sell, but they lost me very quickly. All right, here we go. I'm going to play you some of him, so I'm just going to shut up for a second.
For No Man's Sky Frontiers, I'm going to show you all my secrets on how to get yourself a really good multi-tool. We're going to pimp it out all the way. I'm going to help you upgrade every single general, technology, and cargo slot to their maximum. While we do it, we're going to make over 3 billion. I'm going to help you find a new ship. We're going to pimp that out all the way as well. I will also show you how to get a free capital class freighter. Not even going to cost you a single penny. I'm going to build a really awesome base on this as well. While we're making our money and upgrading our suit, well, I'm going to show you exactly how to get all your glyphs. Once you have all your glyphs together, I'm going to show you how to get a cheese maker of your very own. That gun is so totally glorious, but before we can do that, we must start a fresh save.
So what I like about his video there is right at the start he tells you what you're going to have by the end of the video. So even if you saw just one thing inside of that intro that says, oh, I want a cheesemaker, oh, I want that freighter, you're going to be watching at least to that point. So he's already captured the interest in this video. I can see why it does so well. And I can see what the bonuses of doing that and laying it all out at the start. Myself, my take is I just want to play it out, and then you get to see what's in there. If it's in there, it's in there. So it's a bit of a surprise, but I think I shoot myself in the foot because a lot of the newer generation, they want everything now, and they want to know that it's worth their time in watching, otherwise you lose them. So yeah, it's pretty darn cool. There you go. Let's hit this up.
Prepare yourself, traveler. This guide is packed with every single tip I use to progress quickly. The tips in this guide can be used in any mode: normal, survival, even permadeath. When you start out with a fresh save, you're not going to have very much environmental protection, so you really need to find a cave.
Scanning damaged. Repairing required.
In order to survive, you need to find sodium and oxygen.
Aerial propulsion jetpack. Online.
To fix your multi-tool, you're going to need to find carbon as well as ferrite dust.
Multi-tool and mining laser attachment. Operational.
Here we go. We're just about to be able to play. This is the beginning of greatness.
User initialization sequence.
This is the beginning of greatness. He says it in such a way that he sounds like he can't be asked. But yeah, he's awesome, is Hawks. I love his approach, and I love his space cheddar and his references to space cheddar. Hawks gave me a shout out very early on as I started my second channel, and it helped boost me from very few subscribers up to a couple of hundred subscribers. He gave me a massive, great big uplift, and then shortly after that Jason Plays also gave me a shout out as well, which then plateaued me again, and then it just sort of snowballed from then. So I really have a lot to sort of say to Hawks, and that's thank you very much. He also put aside a load of time to actually talk me through how YouTube's algorithms work and how to tag videos and how to do your titles. So I owe Hawks a massive doff of the cap and to say thank you very much. He was a massive, massive, great influence and a mentor for me when it came to understanding YouTube. I think I knew how to make engaging content to the point that people like to watch, but it was getting found, and you certainly helped get me found. So thank you very much there, Hawks. I have been on a load of his live chats and sort of, there you go, have 50 quid, have 20 quid, whatever. I'm giving him monies and things, but yeah, just as a massive thank you out there, Mr. Hawks. You're awesome. Heck yes, you are. And yeah, there we go. I'm going to hit a like to that one. Lovely jubbly. Okay, righto. So that's Hawks. Hawks is fantastic. Hit him up and take a watch. He's a great guy. Burrows. Burrows. Talking of great guys, Burrows is a freaking diamond, is Burrows, and he makes amazing bases. Hasn't put out a video this month, but when he does put out videos, they're always something special, and they're always really worth a watch. Thanks, KJ. That was an advert for a news channel, apparently, that one. You really don't know what these are for, do you, these adverts? I know at the end of my video it says, please don't skip my adverts. Normally I don't skip adverts, but I'm skipping adverts because, you know, we don't want to sit here watching adverts for half an hour, do we? Right, okay, so let's go into his videos, and I'll show you the very last video he uploaded. Yeah, we click on this one. I haven't seen this one myself. I've watched this one, and I've seen a few others, but here we go. Let's click this one. Let's have a look at this one. I haven't watched this one yet, so this could be good. They're very cinematic. I love his musical scores as well. It's got some sort of gravitas already, hasn't it? So beautifully laid out, this town as well. Very cool. It's how he blends stuff into the actual rocks and things and makes it look like it's been there forever. It doesn't look like he's constructed this. It looks like this is in-game stuff, you know? I just wish we could add NPCs into our bases, because this almost feels like a ghost town where it should be thriving and bustling. There should be people walking around. We need to be able to add in our own NPCs and put in some, like, I don't know, pathways for them to walk. I hope they add that in. Very cool. But he's done all sorts of bases. I mean, this goes on for 5 minutes, but let's just skip it in a little. Let's have a look, see what else there is. I mean, he hasn't been inside any of these buildings yet. Burrows, his attention to detail inside of buildings is usually freaking immense. And just put the sound down a tad. Let's see if he goes inside. But look at the size of this. Look how grand it is. That's freaking insane. Wow. That is really cool. That is very cool. But anyway, check out ER Burrows. Check out his channel because he's got so many different bases that he's built, and all of them are breathtaking. His videos are great. Awesome. Heck yes. Awesome, awesome guy is ER Burrows. So, Thunder Humping Turtle Duck Incorporated. Yes, that's what THTDI stands for. Thunder Humping Turtle Duck Incorporated. Now, Thunder likes Freddie Mercury, and he also likes No Man's Sky, and his channel was very much split with the two bits of content. The banner up here, I actually put that together for him quite some time ago. It's awesome that he's still using it as his banner. So it's Queen, if you haven't gathered, inside of a station, rocking out. Heck yes. And yeah, awesome guy. He puts up loads of images and photos on the Twitterverse, which is pretty awesome. Again, he hasn't uploaded anything as yet this month or for a little while actually inside of the No Man's Sky verse. But when he does, it's well worth watching. So here we go. Let's hit this up. I'm going to hit the bell because I haven't been getting notifications for him. So here we go. Bluegrass Planet. He's an amazing photographer inside of the verse. He used to do showcases of other people's photos and things as well on a monthly basis or whatever, and I used to really enjoy those videos that he'd done. I know that he's just gone from PS4 to Xbox and things, and he's still finding his bearings with stuff, but it looks like he's putting out content again. At least he was last month, so this is good stuff. Heck yes, what a beautiful planet. I'm loving the little guys, the little bipedal guys. Lovely find there, Thunder. Heck yes. Awesome planet. Sometimes he actually does talking and narration to his videos as well, and he's got an awesome voice too. We'll hit like there. Nice one, Thunder. Awesome. Check him out. Add him on Twitter. Let's find his Twitter, because he's very active on Twitter with his photos, and his photos are always good. Let me show you some of his photos. So Thunder, Thunder Humping Turtle Duck Interloper. THDI, okay, right, okay, Thunder then. Let's just try Thunder. There he is. There we go. Thunder Humping Interloper. So that is THI Interloper. Well, TH Interloper. So that's how you find him. Coolio. And let's scroll on down. So he's got that as a memorial to his father. But look, here's one of his photos. How cool is that? Another one. They're all freaking great. He done one the other day. This one. Look at that. How awesome is that? Cool. Very nice indeed. Yeah, I hit a like to that one. That's beautiful. But yeah, all of his photos are freaking great. So if you like in-game photography, Thunder is definitely somebody that you should be following on Twitter if you've got Twitterverse. Yeah. I think Night at the Opera was my first, and then I brought Killer Queen and proceeded from there. And you love Queen. Nice one, KJ. Yeah, I'm quite eclectic when it comes to music. I quite like Queen. I watched the movie, the Bohemian Rhapsody movie, or whatever it was, the Queen movie. Really, really good. Really engaging. More engaging than I thought it would be. Yeah, nice one. Cool. Oh, and one of my fave movies is Flash Gordon. Nice one, Radion. I don't know where Flash Gordon would feature in my favourite movies list. I don't think it's in my top 5. It's definitely not in my top 5. It might make it into the top 10, but yeah, mainly because of Brian Blessed. Freaking awesome. Right, okay, here we go. Here's Beeblebum. Nice one. So my top 5 movies, if I had to put my top 5 movies out there, I like Highlander. I just saw you put Highlander there, Radion. It's not my top, but it's in my top 5. These are not in any order. I like Predator. I like No Retreat, No Surrender. What else do I like? Top 5. The Crow. And probably Leon. Probably they're probably my top 5. Notice that there's not a Star Wars film in there. It's a bit difficult to actually rank Star Wars because it's got its own little mini plateau. Because there's so many Star Wars things now, I just bundle it together and just say Star Wars as one unit, you know. Yeah. Okay, anyway, let's have a look at Beeble. If you don't know who Beeble is freaking immense. And again, he's got this massive down spike, so maybe he done a lot of cleaning up of older videos on his channel or something, because that's put a minus in. Or maybe TubeBuddy's broken. Who knows? It says here he hasn't done no videos this month as well. That can't be right. Oh, I think he's having a bit of time out. I think he's got Paulies. Hasn't he? Yeah. Anyway, no, this one says 19 hours ago. This one says 1 day ago. So I think my freaking Streamlabs is freaking broken. Let's hit up Stinkin' Rich. I haven't seen Stinkin' Rich, but I've seen that one. Let's hit up Stinkin' Rich. I saw his Hotspots one as well. Right. Yeah, adverts. Go away, adverts. More adverts? Double adverted. Right, okay, let's just skip that. Sorry, Beeble, I'm skipping your ads. Right, here we go.
Sky as easy or as difficult as you want, but who wants to work hard when it all takes a little know-how? Well, today I'm going to show you how to build yourself a clothing farm and refinery so that money making isn't that much work at all. Apart from that, I will be sharing with you the best way on getting more bang for your buck. I would like to make clear that this farm is built and tested in survival mode and not in normal, so be aware of that concerning storage space and such. I have already prepared a structure here which will be serving as our refinery. This structure is very basic and should be easy for you to copy or even improve on. This base has been built between 3 hotspots. A salt deposit right there at 179 U. An electrical hotspot right there at 285 U. And one more, an oxygen deposit at 180 U. To reduce the time of these types of tutorials, I have created separate guides that cover the basic preparations. I will drop a card at the top of the screen and a link in the description if you're interested in learning more about finding hotspots. All 3 hotspots are within the base radius, so there's no need.
I watched that hotspots video, it's very good. And he talks about how to expand your base to actually put down markers there without having to put down different base icons. Before I watched Beeble and his tutorial on how to do this, I used to put a base at each of the different hotspots and then draw them in. And you only need 1 base computer and you can expand your base build limits and actually put down the harvesters and then put the wires and the batteries in between. And yeah, he helped explain that to me. So thank you very much, Beeble. Awesome guy is Beeble. He does base building for those that are just getting into base building, and he's doing base building for the more advanced base builder and glitch building as well. So he's got a little bit of something there for everyone. Now, a lot of the new things that he's putting out there is going back to the basics when it comes to base building, because he's been a glitch builder for some time, and when he came into doing content, it was glitch building, and now he's sort of going back and doing how to get into base building, even how to get the base parts, where you get them from, how you build up your base repository and catalog, and how you actually use those parts in a meaningful way. So yeah, hit up Beeble, especially if you're an up-and-coming base builder, or you're already a base builder and you're looking for inspiration. Beeble is an awesome guy out there, and as you can tell, he's got such an easy-to-follow voice. So here you go, I'll just hit play a bit more.
To extend my base. But if you find yourself in a situation where the hotspots are out of the standard range of the base computer, then check out this video explaining how you can expand on it. As I would like to have...
That's the one I watched. That's the one that helped me expand my base building circle. So yeah, watch that, because that just blew my mind. So thank you very much there, Beeble. Awesome base builder and an awesome guy, easy to watch. And I like the fact that he introduces a bit of music in there when he's actually doing his stuff, because sometimes building, it can be not the most entertaining thing to watch, but watching Beeble is always entertaining. Hit him up, give him a subscribe, give him some of your time, especially if you're a base builder or a base builder wannabe. So yeah, awesome guy. Righto, so that's Beeble, and why I like watching Beeble, Zane and Zanes World. I mentioned Zane. He was one of my biggest one of my big inspirations of why I got into doing... Everybody's got these down spikes. Should I be going back and deleting a load of my videos or something? What the fudge is going on? But then, where it says here, videos NA, not applicable, I think that might be broken, because he's done some this month as well. Oh no, 1 month ago, 3 weeks ago. Okay, his aren't in order. Let me just hit videos. Here we go. 9 days ago? What's he doing there, though? Oh, that's games coming in 2022. Nice. A big brain plan. Nice. Awesome. We'll click that one in a moment. I haven't watched that one yet. I haven't watched that one either. Okay, so there's a bit of Zane to catch up on. I have quite a lot to catch up on. To be honest, I build watch lists, and I have it in the background while I'm working. So sometimes I'm just listening. I'm not really watching because I'm too busy working. But yeah, usually at least listen to people's content. But here we go. Let's hit on up Zane. So Zane's World. Zane, what I would say his strengths are, he's very good at getting the stats and going into the granular details of the math and working out percentages on whether something's going to happen or not, or even his refining videos. His refining videos are freaking awesome. And he does a fair bit of base building as well. He does a bit of glitch building. Let's just mute that for a second. Let's skip that one. Here we go. Oh no, I'm good. Thank you, Mr. Zane.
Race, and I have a 69 420 IQ play for this final stage. It's high risk, high reward here, folks, because I don't just want to win. I want to destroy my enemies to such a degree that in 20 years they'll have to rebuild their karate dojo to get their life back on track. Let's do this.
I love Zane. He's just got
That's
British humour.
We are going to do one or two quick things there first. Have I got the stuff to do this? Let's just double check to make sure I actually have everything to make a teleporter first. Just need metal plating. I should have the dust to do that. Yes, perfect. Right, let's head up there and continue this. So this plan is going to be insane. It's got many stages. It's not going to be the quickest plan, but I think I can do it and still not become last place on time, hopefully. Here I'll put the teleporter.
So, just to put a bit of context here, people. So, Zane is going up against Jason Plays and Survival Bob and a few others, and they're doing the Amazing Race. So, check out the Amazing Race. It's been a great watch, and it's been interesting watching them go at it. So, yeah, hit them up and support the one that you want to win the most, I suppose. Or if you've got the ability to, multi-stream or whatever and watch all of them. But yeah, awesome idea. I didn't get in on it this year, mainly because a lot of them are PC streamers and doing PC content. I have got PC now. I have got No Man's Sky on it, but I haven't really started playing through No Man's Sky on my PC. To be honest, I'm waiting for a big update. Then I might start doing a joint one, like one on my PlayStation and one on PC, and slowly build up my PC save to the point where I can interact with them a bit more. Or I might just wait. For a new game to come out on PC, like something like Nightingale, where I can start doing some content with them and maybe doing collabs that way. Anyway, oh, hello there, Katarine W in the house, people. She's new to content creation, and her content is very good. She reminds me a little of KJ. So KJ and Katarine have got such a lovely way about them that they're fantastic to watch or listen to. You know, when I'm building my watch later list and I'm working, I've usually got them in my ear. Well, not Katarine so much. I've only just subscribed to Katarine yesterday, so I will be adding her videos into my watch later list. But she does live streams that go on for a couple of hours. So yeah, very good for that sort of thing. Working and lurking. Hit up Katarina, hit up KJ. They're awesome content creators. Heck yes, they are. And they're so easy on the ear. Right, let's go over here. Am I easy on the ear or am I kind of grating? I don't know. I have no idea. Some people say, Captain Steve, your voice is lovely. And I have other people say, Captain Steve, your voice is so annoying. I kind of think I might be the Marmite of No Man's Sky. Don't know what Marmite is. It's technically Vegemite. I don't know whether there's an American equivalent. Right, here we go. Professor Cynical. Professor Cynical. What do I say about Professor Cynical? This guy's a frickin' wizard. This guy is a voodoo king of No Man's Sky. And when I say he's a wizard, yeah, he does glitch videos predominantly. I mean, if I hit about, I wonder whether he says he does glitch videos. Building a community, helping others enjoy the game, welcome to my channel. He does all that too. But he is a glitch builder. I mean, look at this. Here we go. Free God tier duplication glitches. You know what? I haven't watched this yet. I've been meaning to. I haven't watched it as yet. Let's hit it up and let's actually hear what he's got to say on God tier glitches. So he usually, I saw one the other week. He done one how to actually. You're hilariously annoying, but I love you. Thank you, KJ. I think that's a compliment. But yeah, thank you very much. Right, so yeah, nice one. Cool. Sweet, you're easy on the ear. Am I? Well, thank you very much. Captain, you're frickin' ace, says Radion. Well, thanking yuns. Awesome. So yeah, mixed bag there, mixed bag. Anyhow, let's have a listen to Professor.
No Man's Sky glitch video. Now in today's video, guys, I'm going to show you 3 God tier duplication glitches you can currently do in No Man's Sky. However, you can do them at once. That's right, guys. I'm going to show you a nice, easy way today on how you can pull off 3 of the best current duplication glitches all at once. And at the end of the video, anything that we do duplicate today, we're going to go ahead and give away in the anomaly. So let's get into today's video. So what I've gone ahead and done, guys, is I've completely emptied out my exosuit for this very glitch. Now, we're going to go into our storage container, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in any item that we wish to...
How many AI vowels?
So in my case, I'm going to go into my personal stockpile here and use Starship AI vowels. They're worth 250 million units for a stack of 5. Stack of 20 is a billion units. Alright guys, so the very first thing you want to go ahead and do is make a save point. So we've got all of these items now that we wish to go ahead and start duplicating. Make a save point, makes a nice clean fresh save. That way then, if anything was to mess up, we have something nice and clean to go back to. I hope that makes sense. So the very first glitch we're going to be doing right now is the medium and the large refiner glitch. Now these are some of the OP glitches you can currently do in No Man's Sky. It's a staple that has been on the channel for a while now, and it's one of the most reliable glitches that you can currently do. So large refiner glitch, all we're doing right now, guys, is loading up these with items. We don't do anything else at this particular point. The next thing we're going to go ahead and do is fill up your exocraft with these items as well.
I know what he's going to do.
Ahead, and as you can see, I've got every single item under the sun in these exocraft because I mainly use them for duplication purposes.
So what he's going to do is fill these all up, then make a save with them all filled, then just get in his ship, fly into the actual anomaly, give away something either on the fly in or fly out without even exiting his ship, and then reload his save, and everything that was inside all of these would then be back inside of all of these. Yeah, so he puts them all in there, makes a save, takes everything out, I should have said, then takes off, flies in, gives something away, and then gets it all back again. Let's see if that's what he does.
However, we're going to go over to the Minotaur here, where I've got some space, and we're just going to be duplicating those items that I've got in my exosuit right now. You'll see why in just a minute. But we're going to go ahead and put these items in the Minotaur, and I think I've got some space as well in the Colossus. Yeah, so I've got 18 spaces in the Colossus. This is still going to leave me with Starship AI valves in my inventory, which again is another glitch we're going to do on top of this one in order to duplicate the rest.
Well, if he's doing his exosuit as well as the refiners and his ships, I suppose he could just blow himself up. If he fills up his inventory space here, yeah, you can do that. You can take it all back out and blow yourself up rather than give away something in the Nexus. Let's see where he goes with this. Let's see how he actually does the duplication. This is interesting.
So here we go. All of those items are in. Fantastic. What we need to do now is go ahead and find a nice piece of land that's away from everything and one that you don't mind scuffing the surface on.
He's going to blow himself up.
I have random holes here, and the reason for that is we're going to point a jelly down to our feet and blow our legs off. This, unfortunately, will kill us in game. Now, if you are on a survival game or whatever,
yeah, don't do it in perma,
and it's a permanent death or whatever, do not do this.
Holy carp, that's a lot.
Skip this part. However,
nice one,
everything else will remain the same. So, once you come back alive, you're going to go ahead and make a save point. Don't do anything else without making a save point. If you do, the glitch will not work. Next what we're going to do is pick up our grave. Now, our grave, unfortunately, has some meaty chunks, so we're going to get rid of those, die high, and some carbon. That was just from before. However, we're going to go ahead
That's when he
pick
blew
that
himself
up.
up.
That's going to give us back our wonderful Starship AI valves. And now we're just going to do everything again, but this time, instead of putting things in, we're going to take things out. So we're going to go to the medium refiner again, take these out here, go to the large refiner. Again, large refiners are great because they have 3 slots. However, you can do it with the medium refiners, you can do it with the normal portable refiners. Large refiners gives you 3 slots, so it is a little bit quicker. However, I'm just going to show you here today that it is quite versatile in what you can physically do. Okay, so we've got our Colossus here, so I believe there was 4 spaces, so there we go. They're at the bottom there. Again, we're going to put everything back in our exosuit right now. Fantastic. And then we're going to go along over to our Minotaur. Now guys, another point to note is you could have even done this with an extra glitch on top, is by prepping up your personal refiner duplication glitch. you could have also used that method as well in with this one. So
You get a nutrient
if you wanna
processor as well
change
if you
up,
wanted.
If you're doing like a survival or one that you permanently die, then using the portable refiner there, putting one in, and then doing it rather than blowing your legs off, that could also be another happy alternative. Anyway, guys, I digress. All the items are back out. Now what we need to do is jump into our ship, but this time we're going to fly off into space.
Into Nexus.
Don't jump out of your ship. If you do, you will have to do the
don't get out of
glitch
your ship.
all over again.
Yeah, he's
All
doing
you
what I
wanna
thought he was
is
going to do.
concentrate on getting up into space and flying.
I'm surprised
away.
Hello Games haven't
That's
patched
it.
all
That's
this.
all you need to do. So guys, whilst I'm calling in the anomaly, those who have been around with the channel,
He's going to do a fly in or fly out.
Next,
Or
we
fly
need to
by.
do an activation glitch. This is what brings all the glitches together. It's almost like the glue to the glitches, if you will. Now, a glitch within a glitch, it's called the flyby glitch. Now, the flyby glitch is super simple. All you do is get an item.
Make sure you got network on,
through into the anomaly.
multiplayer,
When
crossplay.
names start popping up, transfer an item, make sure it says sent, reload your autosave. However, if you get a lobby is full or you land and you're not able to transfer over
You can do it
an
on the
item,
fly
don't
out.
worry about it, stay in your ship, fly back out.
Transfer.
Don't prepare your ship again. If you do, you'll need to reset the glitch. So there we go, guys. Pass over an item on the fly out.
So KJ's right. There's
Reload
a
your
cap on how
autosave.
much money you can
And
have.
guys, do me a
So
favour, if you're following along at home,
he's already
leave a
reached
like
it, I
on the
think.
video, hit subscribe if you
That's
haven't
pretty much
already,
it. And now he's going to have double everything.
leave a comment if you have any further questions. So
Now he's going to have double of everything. So it's all going to be in his suit, but it's also going to be in the refiners. It's going to be in his exocraft. It's going to be everywhere.
So what we're going to need to do next is
make some space for it all.
in your starship if you haven't already. So all we're gonna
It's
do
pretty
now,
OP.
guys,
That is an OP god tier. Well done. But yeah, I kind of don't bother glitching stuff in anymore because I used to use the duplication methods mainly for doing base building. But now that you can just put down whatever you want by your base, I don't see the point in doing all the duplication now because I used to only use it for that one thing. Occasionally I might use one of those duplication methods to duplicate some S-class modules if I was changing up a multi-tool or a ship. But to be honest, I found it really good fun flying around the stations and finding vendors and things. So yeah, I don't really use any of those glitch methods much anymore because I used to only use them for base building. Mr. Doody Dude. Okay, if you haven't come across Mr. Doody Dude before, you're in for a freaking treat. I love Mr. Doody Dude. He's just such a lovely guy. Me and KJ have had such a laugh inside of his actual live chats before. If I could actually find the one where we was talking about milking Diplos, and then we actually got the ability to milk Diplos come out. Freaking hilarious, that episode. There's one episode in permadeath. He keeps dying in permadeath. It's so funny to watch him in permadeath because his deaths are just hilarious. There was one where he was at the top of this tree. He didn't mean to be at the top of a tree. He landed his ship and it was in the top of a tree. He jumped out of his ship and he just fell, splat, dead. Oh, freaking funny as. Really freaking funny. I laughed so hard it hurt my face. And he's just such a pleasant guy. Here you go. I'll just hit you up one of his videos.
Hello everybody, how you doing? I'm Mr. Doodoo. This is No Man's Sky. My toxic protection is full. Now, I have discovered, well, it took me ages to work out what was going wrong with building. So I want to delete parts on PS4. Now normally, you just had to press L2 and X and that will delete something on here. Well now, you have to press square and then press L2. And that deletes your part. So there you go. Hope that helps because it's changed slightly in Frontiers, how they do things.
I just like Mr. Doody Dude. The way he talks, the way he comes across. And when something happens that shouldn't happen, you know you shouldn't laugh, but you do. And you end up on the floor laughing because it's so funny. Mr. Doody Dude, you're an awesome chap. You really are, Mr. Doody Dude. And it's good to see that you're still putting out actual content, which is great. I mean, 2 months ago there, but I hope you start doing it more regularly again. And I don't know why his subscriber count isn't a lot higher. The guy's freaking funny. So yeah, awesome chap, awesome guy. Yeah, I've had some great times there. Oh, Dark Hellboy in the house. Hello there, Dark Hellboy. So Dark Hellboy is a No Man's Sky content creator, builds some awesome bases inside of No Man's Sky, does Dark Hellboy. Well worth checking out Dark Hellboy. And also he's playing Dragon's Dogma, so we keep exchanging characters. So he's helping me out with rift crystals and all sorts of stuff. He gave me some bitter black the other day, thank you Dark Hellboy, because I'm trying to get some pretty rare loot, which I'm getting bitter black, but I still can't kill the boss in second form, Dark Hellboy. He freaking kicks my backside. Right, okay, right. I went there with 20 wake stones earlier. I used all of them, and I couldn't kill him. I could hardly dent him. In his second form, the guy murdered me. Anyway, here's Alexei Ek. Let's set up Alexei Ek. So Alexei, awesome. Awesome content. And it's so chilled. If No Man's Sky is... Oh, look at that! He's actually live right now. Okay, let's go say hello. I'll just turn him down just a tad for us. Actually, let's make him big. Let's you can listen to him for a bit. Look at that piano. Oh, so relaxing. It's like being in a lift playing No Man's Sky. Brilliant. Freaking class. I'll tell you what. Here we go. I'm going to be ending off now anyway, because I've just done all the channels on here, haven't I? So why don't we end off by raiding him? That's just sheer freaking chance, isn't it? Let's give the chap a raid. So here we go. Let me come back over to my own live stream, and I am hopefully going to be able to drop that link in, and we can go raid him and go all say hello, which would be freaking great. So here we go. So here we are. I'll just put Alex there for now. There we go. Let's go give him a raid. So when you go over there, just put in CPT, Steve, raid, something like that. I put a 0 in there, didn't I? Whoops. Let's put a little dash. There you go. You can just copy that if you want to your clipboard and paste it in. Let's pop over. Let's raid him. I'm going to end off now, people, anyway. So I'm just going to go back over here, and I'm going to end off. So here we go, and I'll be in there. I'll be in there for a while talking with you guys while I'm doing some admin-y stuff on my own channel. But I'm going to be ending off. Now, when I end off here, the music comes on a bit loud, just as a heads up. So, yeah, there we go. So we are ending soon. Thank you very much for tuning in all, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. I think Zane will be live later, so hopefully I'll see you over there maybe. And then Sword after that. I love Sundays. So yeah, usually Sword though is a bit late for me, but I'll try and hit him up, because yeah, he's been present in my streams as of late. Anyhow, so here we go, let's hit up, ending soon. There we go.